to get a feel for how to answer this why, which is the better deal, I calculated here a couple of costs for the low grade and high grade. So the low grade here, we have $6.25 initial fee, and then every month is $2 extra. So there's the initial fee. There's, let's say, the cost $2 per month, and then what happens at 2 months? Well, it would cost that much. At 3 months, it would cost that much, and so on. Notice here the number of months here are these, and then notice these guys are increasing by $2. So as the number of months increases by 1 here, these guys are increasing by 2. For the high grade, for that same time frame, 2, 3, 4, and 5 months, we have this, the initial of $150 added to $3 per month here. So you can calculate these and verify these. But notice here at 2, 3, and 4, and 5 months, you have these amounts, and notice these guys are increasing by 3. As this information says, per month here of $3. So as these guys increase by 1, these guys increase by 3. How does that help me answer this very important question? Why? Which is the better deal and why? If you're just worried about money, which is the better deal? So you might be immediately to think, oh, well, the low grade, because for 2 months it costs that much, and for 2 months it costs that much. So that, or I should say this, the high grade, because at 2 months you cost that much. That's certainly smaller than that. And then looks like all of these guys here are smaller than all of these guys. So you might just say, oh, well, the high grade is better. I'm paying less for a total amount of months. Well, there's a problem with that reasoning, because look at 5 months here. So $16.50 at 5 months, and this is $16.25. So that would be a better deal, the low grade. So which is the better deal and why? Well, the answer is kind of unique in that the answer is it depends. It depends on the amount of time. It depends on the time. If I'm only going to rent between 2 or 1 and 4 months, then certainly this is the better deal. But if I'm going to rent more than 5 months or 5 months or more, then this looks like the better deal if I'm just worried about money. But my point here is this: it depends on the time frame. So kind of a trick question here, but this will help us understand what we're going to do next. Will the cost for renting the low grade, this guy, and high grade calculators ever be the same? And if so, when? So here I have a grid to help you kind of along the way. How is it true, or when will these ever be the same? Hopefully you reason that, yeah, they are going to be the same at some point. I mean, these guys are smaller than these guys, and then it seems to switch at 5 months. This is bigger than that. So at some point, some number of months, hopefully you can see these guys are going to be equal, but how can we find out that number of months? So think about it. We're going to use this grid here to help us illustrate the idea, and see if you can use this to come up with something, and check back with me in the next video.